DÉCOR. Our apartment, second floor, is sandwiched. Footsteps above, cocked ears below, while through our window, walls of facing brick and glass, twist iron passerelles, balustrades. Foliage, black spreading limbs, twigs that dip with grackles, squirrels, tints of green or rust that deepen with each year's increase of winged seed. View from the balcony. Through webs of wires, domes, cubes, scaffolds, spires, and the burly hill we call mountain, tamed, chained, sown with graves, city of dead, overlooking the living. Traffic haze, siren at least once a day, keening stress, licking flame, contusion, broken limb, perhaps a death. And through these murmuring layers, faint voices calling, shouting, crying, neighbors' radio. Before the glass door shuts, and I face a hush. Books, houseplants, padding cat paws, refrigerator hum. Classical guitar mounted on a wall. Dabbled canvases, technique mixed, acrylic, paper, stones. Low couch, coffee table, bed, all on a parquet floor. These things we call our own, their claim on ourselves, our memories foreseeing. And who are we? Echoes, after images, decor of this decor. Arrival, routines, laughters, griefs, are passing yet. The stage is set. Touch. You teach me fondle of instep, caress of toes, repose of hands on shoulders, arms. Where I'm from, people sit apart, incline heads from discrete and separate chairs. Arches shore up, toes spring, fingers point, grab, summon or push back. So I learn willingly, fondle of instep, caress of toes, repose of hands on shoulders, arms. Apnea Suite. Every night now, a snorkel strapped to my face, connected to a mound of plastic and circuits that breathes for me. I inhale, exhale, through a tube, my lungs a tidal roar. They told me my brain was lonely, that the oxygen gates would shut. I'd wake, throat dry as sandpaper, spots dancing before my eyes. 2 pots of coffee, but head and limbs leaden. Every day a listless to-do list. Put off bullet points studying the next sluggish day. So I fell asleep in front of TV, over books, in the doctor's waiting room. Veered off a highway in the middle of the day. Guardrail crash. This went on for years. When you lay beside me, you would turn away, toss, toss again. When I awoke, it was as if my breathing had levitated you, blown you to the couch. Like a jackhammer, you said. Like an elephant. Like an earthquake. Thunder. Sometimes you stop and I count the seconds. 10, 11, 12, 13, then snort. So I'm a stuck pig, I said. Or Thor. Take your pick. No laughing matter, you said. Didn't anyone notice this before? You asked. There was no one there to notice. Or if there was, she wasn't there for long. Care to cuddle? I'll take it off. That's nice, just like that. Brian, you're snoring. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware. If you could drift off before me, how can I make myself do that? Okay, I guess I'll put it on again. Please excuse the Darth Vader look. Can you move the tube? It's on my cheek. You turn. Let's be spoons. This is meant as a love poem. How we embrace, hold each other through the nocturnal storm. Cell. Above us, an old woman with a heavy step that makes the floorboards crack and groan. That she's nervous, we can tell, pacing down and up. Dilemma, perhaps? Then a lone moan, a retch followed by a toilet flush. The man below us has been idle, very hush-hush. He stares between his blinds, watches us come and go. The other day, we saw him on his porch, gazing at our recyclables. Old drafts in transparent bags. Hand on chin. He talked to a neighbor, pointed as we climbed the stair. On one side, Saturday nights, the stereo pounds. We hear them laugh, break glasses, make whooping sounds. The other side, strangely silent. Our own conversations escape, our songs, cries, moans, ill or well. These walls, ceiling, floor, breathing membranes, they are our living cell. Parquet. Common wood pieced together to form interlocking squares. The gluing, splicing, curses, laughters of workmen long forgotten, but here a solid floor. In the rectangular blocks, the fissures are canyons, the knots, thumbprints, sand dunes, galaxies, eyes, the dialogue on which we rest. So, what's your name? Brian, what's yours? Jocelyn. I'm from Toronto. I lived there too. Did you like it? I prefer here. I'm with you there. There, they live to work. Here, we work to live. I love the cornices, the spiral stairs, the stained glass, Montreal vernacular, the cafes, the bookstores, the French. Hey, have you seen that movie? Chacun cherche son chat? I've heard good things about it. It takes you to Paris. Would you like to go? On this floor, we've walked, left books, wine bottles, newspapers, swept, scrubbed, polished, sat together, listened to music, lain arm in arm, cried. I'm seeing this, piecing together. It joins into one, like this floor. Cat mirror. You look at me through your million-year-old eyes. What are you thinking, I ask. I don't think as you do. You've been watching me all this time. I watch your movements. But you must have come to a conclusion by now. I don't conclude. You have 2 eyes and a nose and ears just like me. I see and smell and hear just like you. You know, I'm not doing this for your entertainment. I am not amused. I'm talking to you. Answer me. You are talking to you, but I hear your voice. What's going on in your little mind? Open a can. Someone criticized a poem of mine for having too many words ending in ing, the gerunds or present continuous words. So, in a spirit of defiance and fun, I wrote this thing, which is all ing words. Ing thing. Turning, shifting, peering, rustling, whispering, reaching, touching, holding, stroking, snuggling, tightening, clenching, inhaling, easing, unclenching, exhaling, murmuring, caressing, licking, kissing, unbuttoning, loosening, peeking, brushing, tasting, crumpling, crushing, embracing, facing, smiling, patting, chuckling, palpating, swelling, warming, rubbing, sucking, moistening, widening, secreting, sliding, thrusting, riding, blowing, moaning, heaving, perspiring, erupting, sighing, turning, covering, nudging, emptying, darkening, sleeping. You dream we are together. You dream we are together at the house of a physician. He gives you a potion, precisely what or why you can't remember, and you turn into a huge yellow ostrich with bony giraffe legs, crooked mossy beak, bloodshot eyes. But I stay there with you, proclaim, I love you anyway, I love you anyway. Then he sets the cup before me. You panic, warn me, don't drink, poison. I dismiss with a wave. After one swig, all my teeth fall out. It is poison. We both scram the premises, run down the street. You hobble humpbacked, me gum spurting. Ah, my little crazy one. Ah, my little crazy one. What would I do without you? What would I do without you? After turmoil. After turmoil of February darkness, where every day threatened suicide, at last a break in the cold wind. We go out in light jackets, into sun, among puddles and mounds of melting grey, bare hand holding bare hand, among the sidewalk crowd, singled, coupled, equally bewildered. Find an address, go upstairs where Aphrodite, a thérapeute, directs us down stucco halls to a round room. There we float an hour on warm salt water, among palm fronds, streaming harmonies, a lethe of flutes and pianos. Had I been a baby or had cancer, would you have felt as taken hostage? Lack of empathy, it's all part of the stigma. Jocelyn, terror doesn't leave much room for empathy. And that was terror. Let's discuss it later, you say wisely. Later, I buy you a necklace of twining silver grapes, made by an artisan d'ici. We find a coiffeuse who expertly shapes your thinning hair. We eat in a French bistro, gaze out at passing strangers, raise glasses to our hopes, to survival. For all that. Now it's doctor we play. You stretched out, feet on my lap, me, clippers in hand, bending over your toes. A painted nail curls inward, edge, a claw-like point, digging in. Be gentle, you say, gentle, and wince as the silver blade hooks under and I squeeze. A sound like clump, muffled clip, and the claw falls loose from your soft foot, miniature talon lined with blood. Oh, so much better, I can't believe it. I was suffering for weeks. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't know you could do anything. Me neither. Ingrown parts that have pained us far too long. They've brought us together and apart. You walk, smile. I can't believe it. You're a doctor. So are you. And our lives go smoothly. Our lives go well. For all that.